All right, we're back without pretty much a long hiatus here. Usually we have me, Tyler, Allison, and Brandon on the show, but right now we got me and Tyler because that's all that showed up. So this is going to be a great show. I'll let Tyler do the introduction for
And
the
to my
rest.
knowledge, I've actually only been in one Easter-related podcast with Allison. Her and I, it's like crossing streams and Ghostbusters. It just doesn't happen. We're
I
never
know.
together.
We got to get. Well, see, our friend Allison lives like on. I guess
Maryland,
she lives in Maryland,
Oklahoma, one of
but
those.
she's studying in the Bahamas, so it's hard to get a hold of her for her scheduling and things like that. She's a very busy woman.
And very, very hard to wake us up. If you've ever tried calling either one of us when we're sleeping, it's not going to happen.
I mean, you might as well see hear a bomb go off before we get up,
So, today, this segment, we're going to be talking about boobs. No, wait, no, that's not right. Actresses.
Yes.
Actresses we find hot, movies that they're in that are good, what happens to them later in their careers, and also movies that we tend to shy away from, either based on actress or the type of role we don't feel they need to be in.
Exactly. Here's one of my pet peeves. Sorry, call me prejudiced, but I'm not really into Sandra Bullock as an actress or anything else wise. I just can't get into her acting.
You know what? I realized the only movie I really enjoyed with Sandra Bullock was The Proposal. I found that a very funny movie, and I don't know why.
She just seems like, she would be like your friend's girlfriend that just annoys you. That kind of vibe. I don't know. She just has like that. I don't know. I
mean,
don't
she's
like
always
her as an actress.
attractive, but she's never your first overall pick. There's
No.
always somebody, even within her age group that you pick before her. A lot of people, actually. She gets overlooked, but for good reason.
Yeah.
Although another one, Julia Roberts.
Ooh, yeah.
I mean, just no, completely off-putting. It's the mouth. It's the shark mouth.
Yeah, and she's always in everything too.
She really is.
I mean, she's in a lot. It's just like, all right.
You know who else is in a lot too? Julianne Moore. And here's my biggest pet peeve with Julianne Moore. Yeah, you looked okay in 1998 when you were in The Lost World. But you're in Chloe in 2009.
Yeah, she's just...
I mean, I get it. You're a celebrity. You're naked. I should be enjoying this a lot more than I am, but I'm not. I'm just not. Why do you have to appear nude and everything when you're not what I want to see?
Yeah, don't push an actress that you know. I don't know. She doesn't have the look for like certain people have certain looks for roles, and she just didn't fit that.
No, not at all. Nice lady, talented actress. No.
Who's that one that's in like the Underworlds and Serendipity and Pearl Harbor and all that?
You're treading on very, very unsteady ground if you say anything derogatory about Kate Beckinsale.
No, I say she's a good actress. Yeah, I thought she always does a pretty good job. I liked her in Serendipity. That was a good movie.
Yeah, she was good in that.
She's underrated.
She's also really good in Whiteout, where she plays a marshal.
Oh yeah, what was that about?
It was. I mean, it's categorized as a horror movie, even though it really isn't. It's a good action movie. Picture The Thing without an alien and replace it with a human killer.
Okay.
It was actually really good. I was hooked into it.
When did that come out? Was it a couple years ago?
Yeah, 2009, 2010. I have it on DVD. I bought it for like $4.
We gotta watch it because I forgot. I wanted to see that.
It's pretty good, honestly. I was watching it on Lifetime. Ironically enough, it was on there, and I was just like, "Oh man, I wonder how this is gonna be." And there was a big shootout on a plane within the first 5 minutes. I'm like, "Holy crap! This is actually an action movie."
Yeah.
And it was.
You see certain actresses, and you figure like, who's good for action, who's good for drama, who's good for love stories. Kate, she's pretty good for everything. Pretty much.
She really is. She was really good in Contraband, where she played Mark Wahlberg's wife. Wasn't really an action star, kind of was more of the victim, but I mean, she was just a good, solid actress. Did a good job.
See, it's not bad. I'm trying to think. Who else is like a good actress who's in a lot of movies?
My personal favorites are Amanda Seyfried, who she can go from horror to action to drama to.
She does a little bit of everything too.
Les Mis. She can sing.
She was in that one with the wolf, right?
Yeah, she was in
Riding Hood.
Red Riding Hood.
I want to see that. I never got to see that.
Yeah, I did too, but the problem is, the director, I think, either did Twilight or he did something else that I hated, and I don't know if I can bring myself to see it.
Understandable.
But it looked pretty good. Actually, I think the dad in it might have been in one of a different werewolf movie.
Well, I saw this Three Stooges, not to derail the subject, but it does come back to female actresses. Three Stooges film the other day. and I thought it was okay. It was pretty good, but then
If you look at it as the prism of not trying to replace the original, it is.
it's good.
It was a little too modern, but I liked it.
In the middle, you kind of lose you. Like, what are they doing on Jersey Shore?
Yeah, it was a little boring.
Yeah, but
Dynamo.
the Spanish woman in that,
Sofia Vergara.
I thought she kind of ruined the film. She's too ethnic and for it. I didn't
I
think
got
she
to
was a good fit.
admit, I'm not into her, and it's nothing because of that. She's just loud, and I mean,
She's too much for any role. She's
don't get me wrong, I like big boobs, but hers are an E,
Hmm.
and that's more than a handful wasted. I mean, she's just. I gotta say, I won't watch Modern Family because of her. I don't like her.
She's just too over the top.
She might be a nice lady, but she tries to do too much. She's like
Yeah.
Will Ferrell, but trying to be serious.
We don't want Charo in our film.
No.
But you know who was very attractive was that nun, the one blonde nun there. It was so funny because at the end she was like a lifeguard.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I thought it was a good movie though. It was a nice thing.
But back to Amanda Seyfried.
Yes.
I mean, Gone that she's in. That was actually a really surprisingly good movie with actually two actors randomly from Justified that I wasn't expecting to show up, and the skinny guy from like Shark Night, and then he's on like the one CBS show.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, what are you doing in this movie? But yeah, she's absolutely gorgeous. She's in Mamma Mia too, which I've never seen.
Oh God,
And
you don't
my
want
other
to trust
favorite,
me.
Rooney Mara.
No, I don't know who that is.
She's in. Do you remember when we watched the Nightmare on Elm Street remake?
Yeah.
Not the blonde one that you wanted me to turn the movie off after they killed her because
wasn't fair to
you
her.
had no interest in the movie whatsoever.
Well, I
at
thought
that
she was gonna be
point.
like the main character, and they totally like mind blow you.
I got to admit, so did I.
Yeah,
because like during the whole course of the movie, she's the first one that finds out about Freddy and everything else.
yeah, she looks like she's the main character. I'm like, okay, oh, we killed her. What?
But I mean, honestly, though, when I first saw Rooney Mara, I was like, please don't kill her, please. She's so cute. I'm like, I really hope they make her the main character, but I knew they weren't. And then I found out she was named Nancy, and I'm like, well, maybe they're going to kill Nancy in this one, but they didn't. She's in that, and she also was really good in The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Was
Now-
she like the girl?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, a lot of people thought she didn't look good in that. Personally, the piercings and everything kind of appeal to me. I'm into little weird-looking girls like that, so I was perfectly acceptable with it. But I think she looked better in definitely looked better in A Nightmare on Elm Street. She looks okay in this new one coming out, Side Effects.
Yeah.
Channing Tatum's in it though. That kind of ruins it. He's
like the new
actor.
Brad Pitt. Just can't really act. Just more of a face.
See, I used to think Brad Pitt couldn't act, but I watched some of his earlier stuff. I'm like, you're all right. You're not great, but you're serviceable.
Yeah, just enough to get by. I'm trying to think of some other actresses that are pretty appealing. Well,
Alison McCullough,
yeah,
Hellcats.
that was it. We were horrified when that was canceled. We were so devastated.
The sad thing is, I would come over his house on a Tuesday night at 10 o'clock, and we would take control of the remote, and like his brother would walk in the room and be like, what the hell are you two doing? And we're
It's Hellcats.
watching Hellcats. He's like, you're watching cheerleading. I'm like, I don't care.
It's a good drama.
Ashley Tisdale was in it too, and she looked good.
It was like all the rejects from Disney from like 2006.
Hey, I didn't care.
I loved it.
It was a good show.
That
I mean,
didn't-
it really. I really don't know what any of their
Well,
names were.
Well, see, this is my problem with the CW. Like, they'll get these shows and they'll promote them like crazy, and then they cancel them after a season. You can't do that. Give it more
I
time.
think it was actually on for 4 years. It was just the first time I'd ever watched it.
I think it was just 1 year, man.
Maybe.
We'll check, but
And then Alison McCullough was also in Easy A, which I liked. I thought it was a really witty comedy compared to some of the other ones.
now wasn't Amanda Bynes in that too?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
That was actually her. I think that was her last movie before she retired.
Yeah.
And got
DUIs.
a little bit of legal trouble. Yeah.
What's going on with her?
I think she'll turn it around. She's not Lindsay Lohan.
Oh boy, talk about throwing your career away, huh?
Can't say she had one other than Mean Girls, honestly. I tried to
Yeah.
think of another Lindsay Lohan movie pre, Mean Girls.
Herbie the Love.
Those were okay. But post Mean Girls?
Yeah, nothing else.
No, really nothing.
She's in that new one now, but I think that might have been on Lifetime too.
I Know Who Killed Me? Where
no-
she's a stripper? That was on Lifetime,
Okay,
but
that
it wasn't
one.
strictly a Lifetime movie.
Well, she was on this one. She plays what's
Liz
her-
Taylor.
Yeah. I know. It just doesn't end.
Isn't she too young to play Elizabeth Taylor? Like, it's not right to look that much like Elizabeth Taylor when you're that age.
Yeah, I think Elizabeth Taylor. They kind of go for like more of her like 30s.
Speaking of actresses we don't like while we're on this theme,
Okay.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Ugh.
She seems like a really nice person, like if I met her, but I really... No.
I know.
They put her in like romantic comedies and Sex in the City where, I'm sorry, I'd rather have The City.
Well, there's a new show now where it's like the
The
prequel.
Carrie Diaries.
I didn't even know that was that.
The
I thought it was
girl in
something
that
else.
looks kind of good, but I pull back a little because she looks really, really young. Like,
Yeah.
really young. I'm like, what are you doing in New York by yourself? This
Yeah,
isn't Home Alone, honey.
we need police. I'm trying to think of some other good actors. Kaylee Kuko. She's not bad.
No, she's not.
Um, who was the other?
Ooh, there's the triple threat. There's Emma Stone,
Okay.
Emma Roberts, who's the best of the bunch, and Emma Watson.
A lot of Emmas here. Holy Emma.
Emma Roberts is the killer in Scream 4, but that actually wasn't good. It was just funny.
Hmm.
She's very beautiful. She was in Nancy Drew too.
Oh,
As a matter
okay.
of fact,
How old is she now?
19,
Okay, so she's pretty young.
legal.
Jesus.
Hey, I'm just saying for the record, we don't evaluate underage girls. You're not going to hear about the Coda fam.
Yeah, no way.
It's not how we roll. Emma Watson, though, gotta say, much better looking in person.
Okay.
I was surprised. I mean, she's pretty good on film. Met her in person on Wallflower, and I was just like, wow. Or more specifically, in the voice of a deep voiced black man, damn! I couldn't help it. She just brought out that reaction in me. She's an incredible ass. Sorry.
Hey, it happens.
Yeah, it really does.
Um.
You know what was funny, though? I met her stunt double,
Oh,
or
wow.
her double for the other scenes, and I thought I was talking to her like 3 weeks before I met her.
Oh, wow.
I had no idea, and then somebody pulled me aside. They were like, why are you spending so much time talking to her? I'm like, that wasn't Emma Watson? They're like, she didn't have a British accent. I'm like, well, I figured she was just faking it. They're like, no. What that girl does is she's 26, and anytime they need a small actress for a double, she gets it. I'm like, oh, shit.
That's a nice gig, though, because she probably makes decent money off of it.
Yeah.
If you don't make, like, the minimum wage, you make more, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Who was Kaylee Kuko? We talked about her. Megan Park, of course.
Oh my god, one of the best young under 30 actresses out there.
Yeah, very, very beautiful woman.
Gorgeous girl.
Who was the other one?
And you know what? She's one of those rare ones that people don't look at the boobs, they don't look at the butt. She's just gorgeous how she is.
Yeah, nice all-American looking girl.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be over-the-top provocative.
No, not at all. And then there's beautiful girls that you just don't want anywhere near a movie because they're not talented. Megan Fox.
Yeah.
Horrible actress.
Yeah, she just got there because she looked... Has she been anything else besides Transformers?
Jennifer's Body. And I gotta be honest, the only reason I watched that was because of Amanda Seyfried.
That's a shame.
It was a horrible movie. It was really bad. Well, I mean, she's been in other stuff, but nothing I really remember.
Well, did you do that movie when I was on the set for was that one where there's the college girls?
No, I didn't get to be in
Yeah.
Sorority Row. I
Yeah.
wanted to be, but I didn't get to be. I didn't sign up for it in time.
Yeah, that was kind of that looked pretty horrible. Just by
You know
watching
what,
the
though? I
previews.
did see it. It was a bad movie, but the girls in it look really good. Strangely enough, the plot of Pretty Little Liars, the first episode,
Pretty much the same thing.
yeah, I was like, why did they make a movie or a TV series out of Sorority Row? I'm so confused.
Yeah, how old are these girls in that show?
They're like 24, 25.
Okay.
They're all pretty hot, actually. They are pretty. They're not, I mean, some of them are taller than others, so they're not all little. I don't care if they're liars.
Is it based Is it based in college or is it based after college?
College, yeah.
So yeah, Sorority Row.
Yeah, really. Now that I
Same
think about
thing.
it. Just like, we'll get to that later. We'll talk about, that'll be a
Okay.
different podcast entirely what I was going to get into.
I'm
No
trying-
Man's Land being a complete, getting ripped off by the Fast and the Furious, but that's a time for another thing.
We'll get back in there. I'm trying to think some other actresses. I'm starting to have like a mind freeze a little bit.
Oh, I'm not.
Brittany Snow, she kind of comes
Oh
and
my
goes.
god, Brittany Snow is gorgeous. Did you see her in Prom Night, even though it wasn't a good movie?
Yeah, she looked nice in that.
She really did.
But she hasn't really been in anything lately.
No,
kinda-
she hasn't. I remember my friend and I used to have an argument about Brittany Snow and Brittany Murphy, and Brittany Snow always won, well, especially now.
Yeah, and Brittany Murphy passed away.
Yeah. She seemed like a nice lady, though.
You know, I like though was the other girl from Clueless, Alicia Silverstone.
Silverstone, yeah,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
hasn't been in anything.
She was in a good one I watched. Like, it was her, and she had like this little brother. He was like, this guy was going after him or something. She was like helping him. It was based in London or something. It was really
She
good.
went after him, yeah, I remember. I don't remember what
It
the
was an
name
action
of it
movie,
was.
yeah.
She was cute.
I wonder if she got like kind of blackballed or something because she hasn't really been in anything.
Either that, or she just made so much money. She,
Yeah, it
is
doesn't need
just
that.
good.
Because she was like in the Scooby Doo movies.
Maybe
And,
she's done some Lifetime stuff.
I know she was in the Scooby Doo movies. I was watching them one day. But she, to me, like she was like young enough where she should have been getting better roles than what she was getting.
Yeah,
Because she wasn't like that old. And she was getting like these, just subpar roles.
that happens to a lot of people though. Like
It does.
they'll have that hot streak where they're in 3 or 4 movies a year, and then they just drop off the face of the earth.
She was that real good one with Brandon Fraser where he's like he comes back from like his parents think there's like a bomb that goes off, and he comes out of like their bunker.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Where
That
he's
was
out of
good.
the fallout shelter.
Yeah, I like that. That was a good movie.
I'm trying to think. There's a lot of good ones. Then there's ones where they try putting a girl in strictly an action movie and it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, I mean,
Haywire. I hated that movie. You remember that one? It didn't make any money,
I think so.
but
I haven't heard
it
of
had a bunch of big actors in it. It had, I believe, I want to say De Niro. No, Michael Douglas
Mm.
and Banderas and
I've heard of that.
Channing
Yeah.
Tatum. But the lead was Gina Carano, the MMA fighter.
Oh yeah, and
She did a god awful acting
just
job.
butchered it.
There was no music the entire movie, and all the fight scenes were rubbish.
Go figure, huh?
And she wasn't that good looking,
See, that's what happens if you don't get a good lead actress. You're kind of screwed.
especially in a movie like that.
Yeah, it's like good lord.
The only funny part was when Michael Fassbender randomly punches her in the back of the head as soon as they walk in a room, but then she kills him really easily.
There's the other thing too, where like actresses and singers, or singers that become actresses, like the crossover stuff. They do that a lot too.
Ashley Tisdale did that.
Yeah.
Alison McCullough kind of did that. Britney Spears tried. That didn't work.
She was. I mean, she's like always one of those ones that it's a celebrity. She's always there, but you don't really.
Yeah.
She's been singing for like 10 years, but like after 2003, 4, no one cared.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, she had a comeback, but then again, that's when we stopped listening to her too, so.
Yeah, because she came back in what, 04 or something. She had like the comeback, and it's just like, Then she went like berserko for a couple of years.
Then there's ones that they're just talented. They're really competent individuals. You can put them in a movie. You're not going to have any problems with them. Jamie Lee Curtis,
Yeah.
perfect example. I mean, whether she appeals to you or not, you throw her in a movie, does a good job.
Yeah, she can usually get the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's just going all aboard for Activia.
Young,
Activia! Yeah.
maybe if you're hiding from your brother, you shouldn't be on TV.
Yeah, it's like,
Halloween joke, sorry.
See? He's watching. Michael's watching. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some other actresses.
Back in the day, we were both Christina Applegate fans.
Yeah,
from Married
she's-
with Children.
Very nice looking girl.
Mm-hmm.
She's in Anchorman. I was watching that the other day. The second time I watched it, I actually did like it more. It was funny.
Yeah, Will Ferrell has that effect on people sometimes.
But I mean, a good majority of his movies don't live up to the expectation.
Oh, God,
They're just
no.
so bad. Remember Kylie Minogue? I thought she was always good looking. Singer.
Yeah, I still have.
Yeah. She's still a good looking woman.
Speaking of girls that make the transition into singing, Catherine McPhee.
Yeah, she's another one. She's really that new NBC show.
She's in that smash, critically acclaimed drama, but the funny thing is, the first time I ever saw her, she was getting eaten by a shark in Shark Night 3D.
You go figure that out.
She looked amazing in that. Oh my god, she had a bikini.
She was on Idol, right? One of those I think she was on
Yeah,
Idol.
I'm gonna say yes, but I really...
She had some troubles though. She had like eating disorders. She's kind of like on down and out for a while.
I hope she does well. I like her. She's a nice girl.
Kelly Clarkson, I can't stand. I just not even the person. Just her music's so horrible.
Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, I love Katy Perry, but I don't like Kelly Clarkson. And I don't know why I don't.
Every song just overplayed. And
Adele.
It just gets annoying.
I can't stand Adele either.
Yeah.
She's probably right now musically my most hated human being.
I hope she goes out as quickly as she came in.
I hope so, but that won't happen.
Yeah, it's just too much. Too much overexposure.
You know who else was cute, but she wasn't in a whole lot, but she still actually looks disturbingly good now? Do you remember Sloane from Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yeah, she was a nice looking girl.
She looks better now.
Yeah, some girls actually look better with age.
Yeah. Like, she has dyed hair, and it's, like, more blonde. It's not that same boring brown. And she just... Wow.
Isn't it amazing?
You know who else is hot? Liz Phair.
Oh, yes, she is.
She was a punk singer in the 90s. She sang, I can't remember.
If I saw, I'd probably know.
Yeah, you definitely would. She's on VH1 a lot. She always comments like on I Love the '80s
I
or
probably,
Greatest Song. She's like, that's it. That's the greatest song of the '90s. Her.
I probably know who she is once I see her.
One of the rare ones. People really don't know this girl because she's only in about 2 movies, and I've obviously seen and known both of them. 88 Minutes and more famously Urban Legend. Alicia Witt, the redhead,
I don't know if I saw her either.
gorgeous. Gorgeous girl.
And you wonder what happens to some of these actresses. They get married, they have kids, they just don't want to do it anymore.
Oh, you know who we forgot to mention?
Hmm.
Keira Knightley.
Yeah, she's nice looking.
Mm-hmm.
She was only 18 in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Yeah, I wanted to see Anna Karenina just because of her, but
Yeah.
it's not really around many theaters around here, I don't think.
Who's that one that hates Pittsburgh? Sienna Miller. She's nice looking.
What? Sienna Miller hates Pittsburgh?
Yeah, she like put she called it like she put an S in front of the SH.
She's so gorgeous, though.
She played the Baroness.
I saw her on Top Gear when she was like right after she did G.I. Joe. She went back to being a blonde. I'm like, wow, she is amazing.
I wonder if she'll be. I wonder if they'll all be in the second one. I don't know how that's gonna because they filmed it, then they refilmed it because they're gonna put it in like 3D.
And they took a couple of people out, and apparently Channing Tatum's only in it. I think a short bit. I hope. He's awful.
Yeah, it's more about The Rock and Bruce Willis and
Oh, it should be.
the new group.
Even though you can't really call The Rock or Bruce Willis any part of a new group.
No, I mean, is it? They said I heard that they want to have Sergeant Slaughter in it, but he didn't.
Wait, who's this pale chick on the right side of the screen in this?
She's that one from Labyrinth.
I have no. Jennifer Connelly?
Yeah, she's in
Oh.
Labyrinth. She's like 16 in that. She's another one.
Yeah, she's not bad. She's been consistently good.
But she just gets in the wrong movies. Like this Hulk movie was terrible.
Kate Winslet's not bad either.
Yeah, she's another one.
Yeah, from Titanic.
Yeah, I
That was
mean,
good stuff back then.
yeah, not too bad.
Keira Knightley's good. Who's the other one similar to Keira Knightley? Similar name. Kate Beckinsale. No, we know her already.
Yeah. Who's that one from King Kong? She was okay.
Naomi Watts.
She's kind of.
She's always in the wrong movie though. That's my problem.
That's her
with
problem too. She
Like
can't,
she's really beautiful, but then she'll be in that.
yeah, she can't get casted right.
I thought Thora Birch was cute from American Beauty. The daughter, Kevin Costner's or Kevin, not Kevin Costner, the other one, Kevin Spacey's daughter in that.
I don't know if I saw that one.
She's like the little pale gothic one. She dates the guy that films The Bag.
John Travolta's wife's nice looking.
Yeah, she is. You're worrying me for a second there when you said John Travolta. I'm like, Chris.
Stop it. No, yeah, I know.
Brigitte Nielsen, not good at
Oh,
all.
never. Even when she was in her prime, she wasn't good looking.
No.
Oh, dude.
She was in remember Cobra, and she was
Yeah.
enormous. She was like just.
Ugh,
She was like
Amazon.
6'5" of muzzle.
She's in Red Sonja and all that.
Ugh, she looked more like Dolph Lundgren.
I don't know. But Travolta's wife, she was in like Jerry Maguire. She played that Jerry's like love interest, and then she was in that one for Love of the Game. She's really good in that. She's like believable characters where they're good.
I gotta say I didn't like this movie, Cabin in the Woods, but I don't know who the skinny redheaded girl in it was, but wow, I was completely blown away. I mean, I was just like, you're one of the top 3 hottest girls I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's like
She was amazing. Other one I liked, even though I hated the movie, Texas Chainsaw, the new one that just came out. Alexandra Daddario.
Oh,
She's really hot. A little too tall for my taste, but really good looking.
there you go. I'm sure the other actresses were missing.
There's probably a bunch. Jennifer Love Hewitt, who can forget her?
Yeah, she's always nice. I mean, she's got to be what?
34, 35?
Yeah, pushing.
37
late 30s.
maybe?
Yeah, she'd be pushing. That's hard to believe, huh?
I still want to. I Know What You Did Last Summer. That was a good one.
Yeah, it's like that and Scream were like neck and neck. Like, which one's the better one? You know?
I mean, really, only Scream 1 and parts of Scream 2 were good. The other two sucked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Who's the girl that's in like the House Bunny and all that?
Anna Faris.
She's nice.
I was just about to bring that up. Girls that have a sense of humor that are good in comedies, we find them attractive too.
I think another problem with her is she kind of gets on the wrong movies that just bomb.
Yeah, that or she just gets typecast as
Yeah.
the dumb blonde.
She could. I think she could do more if they give her. If they let her do something that's.
If she wants to, then. I mean, maybe
That's
she
the
just
question,
wants
too.
to stick to romantic comedies and romantic movies and comedies and
But
whatnot.
that's the thing. Is some of them they just want to stick to what they know, what they like, or they know they can make money off of quickly.
Right.
Who's that one that was in the Grandma's Boy? That actress, she's nice
Oh,
looking.
I don't remember.
She was pretty good in that.
You know who I gotta say I don't like?
Hmm.
Angelina Jolie.
Oh yeah, no way.
Not from a look standpoint or anything, just don't find her talented.
Yeah, just overall, just not.
And like I had no desire to see Salt because it was a stupid title and a stupid plot.
Yeah, it's like good lord.
Yeah. Really the only thing I was okay with her in was Gone in 60 Seconds, but that movie had a bunch of cars in, so of course I saw it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Um
They could have made. I'm surprised they didn't make a sequel to that. Because
I'm glad they didn't, because that's just such an amazing movie in and of itself.
that's like one of those ones like nowadays there'd be 7 sequels, but I think back then they didn't really plan
That
on.
one is actually my favorite movie of all time, I gotta say. That and No Man's Land, they're pretty much tied.
To me, that like came out before Fast and the Furious, but that was like the kind of like the precursor. It seemed like just like
Not really, because the Fast and the Furious is more about
Racing.
It was more about racing instead of car theft.
yeah. I just to me it reminds me of the same thing.
Speaking of the Fast and the Furious, Jordana Brewster,
oh
Dom's
yeah,
sister, not Dom's girlfriend.
oh yeah.
She's not good.
No.
Michelle Rodriguez, she was in Resident Evil. She didn't look good in that either.
It's like no, thank you. Good lord, and they have like the Hot 100 actresses too. They do like those lists. And
I
stuff.
disagree with that list. Every single time it comes out, I'm like, wrong, overrated, 20 spots up, shouldn't even be on the list. Why do you not consider her hot? And then I go on like 10-minute mini rants just on one girl.
Yeah, it's like good lord, no, thank you.
Katy Perry. I forgot to mention Katy Perry. She's good stuff.
Yeah, she's a firework. No pun intended. But yeah, I mean,
Jessie J, she's not bad.
Yeah, she's okay.
Carly Rae Jepsen didn't look good on the one magazine cover I saw. She looked very strange.
She's like my age, but she's another one that could look like she's 20. I mean, she doesn't look her age.
Yeah.
She's 27. I think she's 28, but she looks like she's 20. That's always good. It's good to look younger for longer.
Lady Gaga, we don't think is female.
Yeah, we're still trying to figure that one out. Yeah, I mean,
Taylor Swift, not a turn on.
no.
Not at all.
She kind of has like the disproportion like jaw or something. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
When is she gonna write a song about what a horrible girlfriend she is?
She's like the poster girl for Lifetime. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I mean, I tell you, it's just you know.
Trying to think who else that we have.
Kathy Ireland was good looking back in the day.
She was. Oh, Mia Kirshner. She's
Yeah, I know her.
only in You don't know her?
I don't think.
She's in the second Crow movie. She's that gorgeous girl. She has the angel wings tattooed on her back, and she has those blue eyes. She looked like this one girl I used to know that I really, really was into, but it didn't work out with, unfortunately.
Remember they tried to make Helen Hunt like back in the late '90s be like attractive, and it's like no.
You know who, isn't gonna wow anybody, but she's not bad looking? Laura Linney. She has a funny personality. Like, she's
Yeah, I
kind of
can pull
plain,
it
but
off.
she's like in Primal Fear, she looks pretty good.
She can pull it off.
Mm-hmm. And she's intelligent. That's what I like.
That always helps.
Yeah.
That really.
You don't want a
helps.
Megan Fox girl. That's bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like.
You don't want a
Well, I think we discussed a good amount of women. I mean, I'm sure there's hundreds more.
other ones will pop up into my fantasy league, every now and then, but
Yeah,
some of those are in rather different kinds of movies.
definitely.